Okay, good evening. Welcome, and I'd like to call to order this regular meeting of the Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners. It is June 12th, 2014. The time is 7 p.m. If everyone could please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Joe, would you please take the roll?
President Janner.
Here.
Vice President Riley.
Here.
Commissioner Egan.
Present.
Commissioner Heidi.
Here.
Commissioner Ori.
Here.
Commissioner Todd.
Here.
Commissioner Young.
Here.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to make some comments about a dear friend of ours that passed recently. On Wednesday, June 4th, a longtime friend of the Naperville Park District, Bill Young, who's the father-in-law of our own Kirsten Young. And Bill was a former park commissioner here and was a fixture in the community who influenced many lives, whether he was working as a dean at Naperville Central High School, coaching wrestling. He was a state or a Hall of Fame wrestler, or starting up the Park District's teen program at the barn. Most recently, Bill served honorably as Park Chief of Police here at the Park District and led the force that he originally helped to establish. If you'd like to pay your respects to one of Naperville's own, please join the community on Saturday, June 21st from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Riverwalk Grand Pavilion. And at this time, I'd ask if you'd please join me in a moment of silence for our friend, community leader, and neighbor, Bill Young. Thank you very much. Okay, at this time, we will move forward to awards and recognitions. And I'll ask that we're pleased to have Andrew Schaffner and Sandy Benson from our Naperville Parks Foundation here. Andrew and Sandy, I'll ask that you join me at the podium, please.
Thank you, President Janner. My name is Andrew Schaffner. I'm the Vice President of the Naperville Parks Foundation. Over this past winter, the Parks Foundation partnered with Lou Dog Events to sponsor a winter ale fest in Frontier Park. Despite the poor temperatures, it was a well-attended and very successful event. So on behalf of President Jim Healy, Sandy Benson, and the other directors of the Naperville Park Foundation, we're here to proudly announce the donation of $3,000 to the Naperville Park District from the proceeds of that event. We're proud to help the mission of the Naperville Park District, and we look forward to making more donations in the future. Thank you.
Andrew and Sandy, on behalf of the Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners, thank you so much for your efforts in raising these funds that will help benefit our scholarship program. This contribution will directly benefit families who are experiencing financial stress and allow them to enjoy the benefits of recreation here at the Naperville Park District. We sincerely appreciate the Foundation's support and advocacy for parks and recreation in our community, and some of the best and most creative projects come from partnerships. We look forward to future collaboration with the Foundation and other community groups to make our parks and facilities even better. So thank you very much. You can join me for a quick photo here.
You guys, appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, we'll move on to matters from the public. Joe, has anyone from the public signed up to speak here tonight? Okay. Let's move on then to updates and reports. The first report will be the Finance Committee update, and that is you, Commissioner Ori.
Thank you. The Finance Committee met June 10th. The committee reviewed the April Treasurer's report, noting that the audit fund, by design, has a negative cash balance until the receipt of the property taxes in June. This will eliminate potential tax objections for the fund. The money manager for the fixed income investment portfolio presented the quarterly investment performance report for the period ending March 31st, 2014. The annualized net return since the inception of the portfolio in June 2011 through March 2014 equaled 76 basis points, thus outperforming the benchmark of 59 basis points. The directors Wilson and Stanish presented the draft of an update of the non-tax revenue plan. The plan provides definitions of the district's non-tax revenues, historic trends, and annual objectives by source. The plan will be presented to the board for discussion at the June 26th meeting. There are several unincorporated areas within Naperville. The owners of these properties do not pay property taxes to the district and consequently pay non-resident rates for district services. The committee recommends an option like that of the Naperville Library District, whereby the unincorporated homeowner would have the voluntary option to pay the district an annual amount equal to the taxes they would have paid to the district if the property were incorporated. This appears to be financially neutral to the Park District, and staff will also present this topic to the Parks and Recreation Committee at their next meeting. There's a post-issue compliance report that Director Stanish presented, and Director Stanish is also the bond compliance officer. The report notes that the compliance officer believes the district is in compliance with tax law requirements. This report will also be presented at the June 26 meeting. Annual P-card rebate. The district P-card program continues to be successful in improving operating efficiencies and strengthening controls. Over 7,000 transactions totaling $2.2 million were processed through the system. The district will receive a rebate totaling $14,500. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Ori. The next report will be the Parks and Recreation Committee update. Vice President Riley.
Thank you, President Jenner. The Parks and Recreation Committee met on May 14th, 2014, Napier Settlement. No members of the public attended. The West Street Trail proposal and signage update was a focus of the meeting. Debbie Grinnell and Jennifer Bridge of Napier Settlement provided a thorough review of the process they used to select a company to provide interpretive signage. They selected OnSell Mobile Tour. They offered to partner with us on this project. The committee agreed that the capabilities available with OnSell are much broader than originally thought to be. Next steps include Directors Wilson and Schutz attending the Caroline Martin Mitchell stakeholders meeting and then meeting with OnSell staff. Director Wilson reported that soccer registration ran smoothly and that the spring fever reliever was very well received. The Knocknose Park Nature Center building is progressing on schedule. Commissioners and staff toured the building after the 5/22/14 Park Board meeting. Next meeting of the Parks and Recreation Committee will be Friday, June 20th, 10:30 a.m. in the Administration Building.
Thank you, Vice President Riley. The next update is the Golf Committee report, and that's you, Commissioner Todd.
Yes, thank you. The Golf Committee met May 19th. We reviewed the April expense and revenue reports. We are slightly behind from last year. We had a marketing update also. Perhaps you've seen the latest promotion for our courses on the golf scene. If not, the next showing is Saturday, June 21st at 5:30 p.m. It's part of the Golf Scene TV show that's on Comcast Sportsnet Chicago. You'll see several familiar faces there as Ed Provo, our Director of Golf, Mike Leisen, the head pro at Springbrook, and Tim Dunn, the head pro at Naperbrook, all talk about the Naperville Park District golf experience. If you haven't seen the renovations at our clubhouse, please come out. Both courses have upgraded the patios, and they're looking really, really nice. June is Women's Golf Month. Yay! We have clinics specially designed for women, and they're going to be held on June 21st at Naperville from 4 to 7, and June 28th at Springbrook from 4 to 7. Call the Pro Shop to sign up. They're free for any woman who wants to sign up for it. And there's still availability in our junior camps, our clinics, and our leagues. Check the website for details, the golf website. And then finally, don't forget Father's Day shirt sale. If you buy 2 shirts, you can get a 4-token punch card, which is a $28 value. Help your father with his golf practice. Our next meeting is going to be Monday, June 16th at 7:30 a.m. at the Springbrook Range Room. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Todd. The next report is the Board President update, and tonight's meeting represents my final meeting as Board President. Serving this board as president over the past year has been a great experience, and I'm very appreciative of my fellow board members and residents for having the confidence in me to serve in this capacity. I'm confident that our style of stable and drama-free leadership will continue with the new president and vice president that we'll elect here later this evening. Summer officially begins in about a week, and represents an ideal time for residents of all ages to enjoy 2 of our park district's crown jewels, the Riverwalk and Centennial Beach. Please keep in mind that Centennial Beach has its own website now, centennialbeach.org, and you can visit that website for information on hours of operation, amenities, and aquatic programming. Summer is also a time for residents to get involved in the game of golf at Naperville's 2 public golf courses, Naperbrook and Springbrook. Information on golf program can be found at golfnaperville.org. And on July 14th, the Junior City Championships will take place at Naperbrook. Young golfers are encouraged to sign up now. And on July 26th, the Men's City Championship will take place, and the registration deadline is July 20th. So Commissioner Todd made mention of Women's Golf Month here in June, and I made mention of the children and the men, so I think we have all our bases covered. Speaking of summer plans, please mark your calendar for the world-famous Rib Fest, which will run from Thursday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 6th. The Exchange Club will once again host this event in partnership with the Naperville Park District at our facilities, and we look forward to a great Independence Day weekend in Naperville. Proceeds from the Rib Fest go towards the elimination of child abuse and domestic violence, so get there if you can. That being said, I'll turn it over to Executive Director McGurry for his update.
Thank you, President Janner. Summer is the time when the Park District offers a wide variety of fun and free events for the entire family. Don't miss the kickoff to the outdoor summer concert season tomorrow night at Rolling on the River. The band Sinister Finch, yes, that would be Sinister Finch, will perform from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Free Speech Pavilion on the Riverwalk located at Jackson Avenue and Webster Street. Rolling on the River is a free, family-friendly concert series that takes place on most Fridays through August 8th. The Children's Lunch Hour Entertainment Series begins Tuesday, June 17th. Various fun, kid-friendly acts featuring music, comedy, and more will perform on most Tuesdays through July 29th at either the Riverwalk near the Warming House or at Frontier Park. The shows, which begin at noon and last approximately 45 minutes, are entertaining for parents and kids of all ages. The Concerts in Your Park Music Series, which has become a Naperville Park District summer tradition, begins on Sunday, June 22nd at 7 p.m. at the May Watts Park, featuring the band OMT. A total of 6 free concerts will be played at different park locations throughout Naperville. It's a great opportunity to get out and enjoy a Sunday summer evening with family, friends, and neighbors. For additional information on these and many other events and programs, please visit our website or give us a call at 630-848-5000. And just a reminder, although many of our summer camps kicked off earlier this week, there are several summer camp and program sessions available for later this month and through July and August. Visit www.napervilleparks.org to view virtual versions of our summer program guide, summer camps guide, and summer senior program guide. And finally, I'd like to send out a personal thank you on behalf of the staff to President Janner for his leadership this past year. It's always great to have a drama-free year, and we had that, made a lot of progress under your leadership. And again, thank you for everything that you've done for us and for the district.
Thank you, Executive Director McGurry. We'll now move on to the approval of the Treasurer's Report.
Move to approve the April 2014 Treasurer's Report.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Joe, would you please take the roll?
Vice President Riley.
Yes.
Commissioner Ori.
Yes.
Commissioner Egan.
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi.
Yes.
Commissioner Todd.
Yes.
Commissioner Young.
Yes.
President Janner.
Yes. We'll move on to the consent agenda. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
Move to approve consent agenda items A through J as listed. This calls for a roll call vote.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Joe, would you please take the roll?
Vice President Riley.
Yes.
Commissioner Todd.
Yes.
Commissioner Egan.
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi.
Yes.
Commissioner Ori.
Aye.
Commissioner Young.
Yes.
President Janner.
Yes.
Move to approve the consent agenda as accepted. This is a voice vote.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion carries. We will now move on to new business. And first item under new business is our annual meeting where we'll elect our board president and vice president. And for this segment, I'll turn it over to Executive Director McGurry.
Thank you, President Janner. At this time, I'll accept nominations for the office of president.
I would like to nominate Mike Riley for the position of president.
I'll second that.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Any other nominations? I'll accept any other nominations at this time. If there are no further nominations, I will accept a motion to close the nominations for the office of president.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
There's a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I'm sorry, I missed some. Are we voting on his election or closing?
Closing the nomination. Okay, when your name is called, please indicate your choice for the office of president. Now, Joe, take the roll.
Vice President Riley.
Mike Riley.
Commissioner Egan.
I've got a bit of discussion here. I'm sorry, I missed the boat. I want to find the right words here, but I have concerns not necessarily with Mike. Mike's done a brilliant job, especially in his first year of president. But my background as an auditor, I don't personally like to see somebody in the leadership this many times. I think Mike is going to be a fourth or fifth time. So I don't know if I vote no or if I abstain. I'll need your help with that, Dirk. But looking towards next year, that we're going to have at least one new face on this board, I would prefer to see Mike's leadership there next year. Mike is a tremendous asset to me and a mentor, especially in that first year for me as a park board commissioner. And to see Mike be president 2 years in a row, for me, I don't think anything's going wrong. But again, you get that consistent leadership in there, and I get concerned. So, Dirk,
The appropriate vote would be to abstain then.
I abstain then.
Commissioner Heidi.
M. Michael Riley.
Commissioner Ori.
Mike Riley.
Commissioner Todd.
Mike Riley.
Commissioner Young.
Mike Riley.
President Janner.
Mike Riley.
Congratulations, Mike Riley. President Riley, turn it over to you now.
Thank you. I will accept nominations for the office of vice president.
I'd like to nominate Ron Ori for the position of vice president.
I second that nomination.
We have a nomination and a second for Ron Ori. Are there any other nominations? If there are no further nominations, I will accept a motion to close the nominations for the office of vice president.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
When your name is called, please indicate your choice for the office of vice president. Joe, would you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Egan.
Ori.
Commissioner Heidi.
Ron Ori.
Commissioner Ori,
Ron Ori.
Commissioner Todd,
Ron Ori.
Commissioner Young,
Ron Ori.
Commissioner Janner,
Ron Ori.
President Riley.
Ron Ori. Congratulations, Ron. And I would like to thank all of the commissioners for their support. Certainly understand Bill's comments, and I'll do my best to make sure that those comments are unfounded. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank Rich Janner for the excellent work that he's done for the board in the past year. We've made good progress. We've been bringing projects in under budget, so good leadership. The board has blossomed under Rich's leadership. So thank you all very much. The next item is appointment of board treasurer and board secretary. Any motion for
Move to approve Jackie Stern as board secretary and Sue Stanish as board treasurer.
Second?
we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Joe, take the roll, please. It's a voice vote. Therefore, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Congratulations, Sue, and congratulations, Jackie. I know you're watching on TV. Future meetings. Our next meeting will be a special meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, June 19th, 2014, 7 o'clock at the Carroll Stream Fountain View Recreation Center, 910 North Gary Avenue in Carroll Stream. Meeting after that, be a regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, June 26th, 2014, 6 o'clock at the South Maintenance Facility. Then July 10th, regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners at 7 o'clock here in the council chambers. And July 24th, regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners, 6 o'clock at the South Maintenance Facility.
Move to adjourn to executive session to discuss land acquisition under 2C5 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Joe, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Egan,
Aye.
Commissioner Heidi,
Yes.
Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes.